So there has been some worry on what the PlayStation 5's price is gonna be. PlayAsia put out a first listing and it was listed at $700, and then everybody just started getting really scared thinking this console was gonna be at $700. I did a video a little while ago saying that I think that's absolutely crazy. I don't think it's gonna be $700, and another executive, a former Xbox executive in fact, is saying that there is no way the PlayStation 5 will cost over even $500, and $500 I think is a very palatable price point, so we'll take a look at their comments. Also, PlayStation 5, we've talked a lot about its huge size. Well, Sony has said why it's going to be coming at a huge size. I think you guys can come to the conclusion as to why that is. And we've got updates on a couple of games. Planet Coaster Console Edition has added a PlayStation 5 edition, and the Uncertain Light at the end adds a PlayStation 4 version. We'll talk that in just a little bit. First of all, let's talk about this PlayStation 5 price. I feel like we've been talking about this for quite a while, but the speculation continues to roll on, and I think everybody is in agreement that $500 is really the sweet spot. I think everybody is also of the agreement that $400 is way too optimistic, and then that $600 price point, yeah, it's possible, but at that point, I do think you're turning off a lot of people from buying the console. And then there's also the addition of the fact that there's going to be a regular version, and then there's going to be a digital-only version, so now the price point gets even murkier. Which price point do each of them come at? Is the digital edition, say, 2 terabytes of storage space, and the physical edition is 1 terabyte? There's a lot of different routes that they can go, but the PlayStation 5 is not going to cost over $500, according to former Xbox executive Albert Pinello. Commenting on PlayStation 5 price rumor, the former Xbox exec said that while he believes in the saying never say never, the console is never going to cost more than $499. This is definitely reassuring, as Pinello has worked for years in the industry, and he probably knows what he's talking about when it does come to pricing a console at a compelling price point. And again, his exact tweet was, I believe in the saying never say never, but I gotta say never. No way this console is over $499. With the information that has been revealed at this point, Mark Cerny hinted that the console could cost a bit more than anticipated, but I think they're coming at the standpoint that they're a little bit worried of dropping a console at $500. Look, Sony is a publisher that absolutely destroyed on the PlayStation 3, and a big reason of contention for that console's price, of that console's sales, and I'm not saying it was the only reason that the console performed poorly initially, was the fact that $599 US, go back to E3 of 2006, it's one of the most iconic moments, but also one of the most infamous moments in E3 history, and it's just a price that a lot of people can pay. Obviously, things have changed at this point in 2020. $600, I think, would go over a little bit more, just on the fact that I think Sony does have more of an ardent fan base, and I do think regardless of what the Series X is priced at, it is going to be priced at a high price point, and I do think there's going to be parity with the price point between the Series X and the PlayStation 5. At least that's what I would think. And you look at even last generation, because there was a lack of parity with the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4's price point, the PlayStation 4 beat out the Xbox One handily. Again, not only because of the price point, but definitely a factor of the Xbox One being $500 and Kinect being mandatory for that console, and then ultimately they went back on that as well. So I think both of these publishers, Microsoft and Sony, realize how imperative a quality price point is. At the same time, you can't price yourself too low where you're not making enough of a return on the console or you're losing too much money. That's why I think a $400 price point is pretty optimistic, and I don't think that's going to happen. Nevertheless, anything above $500 would be a little bit surprising to me. I wouldn't even be all too shocked if they end up doing the all-digital edition for just $450. I don't think we're going to get all-digital for $400, but $450 I do think could be pretty palatable, and I could, at the best, I could see $450 and $550 for the regular edition. $100 of a price differential, I think, would make a lot of people decide to go the digital route. And I think if I'm Sony, hey, I want to sell more digital-only consoles, because now I'm selling digital games to those people, and they're going to be buying a lot of digital games, and I'm going to be making a lot more money on those digital games sold. And in a roundabout way, you're going to end up making more money by selling a digital version of the console. Just a thought to think about. All right, moving on from that, another point of contention a lot of people have been talking about is the console itself. Look, a lot of you guys disagreed with me in the fact that I didn't really like the look of the console. I think it looks like a router. Some of you guys really like it, and again, aesthetics is going to be something that is going to be very personal. It's just not my cup of tea. Kind of looks like a router, kind of looks like Seto Kaiba. I saw the memes flowing around on social media. Nevertheless, at the end of the day, I want the console to work. That is the main factor. I want this console to stay cool. I don't want it to get too loud. And PlayStation UI design boss Matt McLaurin has been answering a lot of questions about the newly revealed PlayStation 5 over on his LinkedIn page, and asked why the system is so big and bulky, McLaurin just simply answers terminals. He explains this gen is a little supercomputers. While the 7nm process delivers amazing heat performance for the power in is very extreme. So yeah, if you guys were a little bit upset with the PlayStation 4's cooling, the fact that the PlayStation 4 did get relatively loud. Look, you're trading a smaller console for a bigger console here, but the cooling is looking to be better. The performance is looking to be pretty solid with the PlayStation 5, so I think all things considered, this is the correct route to go. At the end of the day, hopefully you could just fit it in somewhere, whether you have it vertically or horizontally, and you could be on your merry way. Look, I'm buying a console to play the games. I'm not buying a console to stare at the console all day. At the end of the day, I don't care that much about it, but if we are going to talk purely aesthetics and you guys want my 2 cents on it, I don't like the look of the console, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. I just always like the more simplistic look of, say, the PlayStation 4. I thought the PlayStation 4, looks-wise, was the best console. However, ultimately, the console was not very good from a cooling standpoint, so if this is the sacrifice that needs to be made, by all means, make this sacrifice. I'm totally cool with that. Alright, moving on from that, Planet Coaster's Console Edition has added a PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X version, unfortunately seeing a delay to this holiday. Frontier Development has delayed Planet Coaster Console Edition from its previously planned summer release window to this holiday, as well as announced that it'll launch for PS5 and Series X simultaneously alongside PS4 and X1. They put out a statement noting Planet Coaster Console Edition brings to life the fun and excitement of designing and running a theme park, offering all the depth, strategy, and customization found in the beloved PC game, and allowing players to create and manage the ultimate coaster park as they strive for success. Inspiring piece-by-piece construction offers limitless freedom as players sculpt the park of their dreams, while physics-driven realism and advanced simulation puts them close to the action. Players are in full control, tweaking every aspect as crowds react with delight, panic, or disapproval in real time. Jive guests, the thrill of a lifetime, and a range of stomach-churning white-knuckle rides, while themed food, gift, and merchandise shops top up both them and the balance book. Hire and train staff to exceed guest expectations in the quest to build a unique and exhilarating coaster empire. This is a game that's been really received very, very well on PC. I'm actually trying to pull up the Steam reception right now, if I can get that. I believe it's at a very positive reception. Let's have a gander for ourselves. Yes, a very positive reception, 89% positive over its lifetime, with 30,764 Steam user reviews, and recently 817 reviews, 94% positive on that end, and 84 on Metacritic, $45 on Steam, so I imagine it will be $50 on console, so that will be coming sometime this holiday. And lastly, Meta Publishing and developer New Game Order, kind of love that name, the Uncertain Light at the End has added a PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and Switch versions. A PC demo is available right now. It's an adventure game set in a post-apocalyptic future Earth. The game will be launching sometime in 2020. The game notes on its official Steam page, "You are afraid, you are forced to hide. Those who served you till recently have suddenly turned against you. Now they hunt you. They've kidnapped your friends and family. You have no idea where they are or what's become of them. There is nothing you can do about it. Your only option is to hide, surviving with no hope, not understanding what's going on around you. You are an outcast, an outlaw, because you are human. Humankind has disappeared. Robots rule Earth now in the uncertain last quiet day. We saw an inventor robot named RT join a small group of like-minded machines trying to help the few surviving humans. The protagonist of A Light at the End is one of these survivors, a girl named Emily. Help Emily discover the real reason behind humanity's disappearance. Was it an AI gone rogue or something else altogether?" Again, you'll embark on a third-person sci-fi adventure in a world dominated by robots, learn about the past and present world by interacting with it, solve unique puzzles, make plot-driving decisions, enjoy beautiful locations, and mood-setting music. A lot of cool aspects to this game. Really dig the setting, really dig the aspect and the idea of, yeah, Earth's been overtaken, but there is this group of friendly robots that are trying to help the remaining humans stay alive. I think that's a pretty interesting take on the post-apocalyptic genre where robots have taken over. This, again, will be out sometime in 2020. It's looking pretty good. So that's going to conclude this video. Again, if you want to believe an Xbox executive, a former Xbox executive that is, no way PlayStation 5 will be over $499. We'll see how that turns out. PlayStation 5's large size helps it stay cool. That has been confirmed. Planet Coaster Console Edition adds PS5 and Series X versions, and the Uncertain Light at the End adds a PS4, X1, and Switch version. That's going to conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.